Why don't we welcome Max's new sports and communications manager, Bruce Matheson.
At Nebraska, he started only one game. As a Charger backup, he threw only 5 passes. Yet over the final 7 weeks of the season, Bruce Matheson confidently guided the Bills' offense. Matheson is learning the intricacies of reading NFL defenses. But quick feet and a powerful arm are assets not taught. He is already an accomplished ball handler, whether running the sprint-out draw to gutsy Joe Cribbs or handling the reverse pivot on an inside handoff to Booker Moore. But what makes Matheson special is his unpredictability. He proved a dangerous scrambler, finishing as the team's 3rd leading rusher in 1985. Against the Oilers in Week 10, Matheson took off for nearly 60 yards in a near-record rushing performance by a Buffalo quarterback. While Matheson's recklessness sparked the offense, the defense turned in what could be described as the perfect game. 3 interceptions and 3 fumble recoveries later, the Bills celebrated a well-earned shutout and their 2nd win of the year, 20-0. In the season's 15th week, the Bills ambushed Pittsburgh in 3 Rivers, exploding for 3 unanswered scores, opening up a 21-0 lead.
Blitz by Miami, and here is Matheson looking. He lets it fly long, downfield for Butler. It is caught, and he is in for the touchdown. Jerry Butler. Matheson goes, a man is there, and it is touchdown. What a leaping grab by Andre Reed in the end zone.
Yeah. Bruce, I got one question for you. Tell us how you really feel about this, though.
You know, as a quarterback in the huddle, I had to convince 10 other guys because the play would come in from the sidelines. We ran it 3 times before, and we lost 8 yards on it. And the play would come in, and they'd go, oh. And I'd go, that's the best play we got. And we ran it. That's the best play we got. You had to convince these guys with wide eyes, lots of emotion, and they believe. Ever heard of Tim Tebow? Tim Tebow may not have the greatest skills as a quarterback in the NFL, in the history of the NFL, but he's got passion and he's got drive. And he gets those guys in that locker room to play together. Teamwork is what we're all about. If this team isn't working well with this team, you can't win a championship. Everybody in that locker room, they come from different cultures from all over the world, all different, wherever they grew up in this city and that city. And the greatest coaches get all those players to perform together as a unit. And when they can do that, they can perform as a unit, they'll have a championship run. If we can get you to perform as a unit, we'll have a championship run that you can't stop.
Awesome. Okay, guys, how about a round of applause for Bruce Matheson? Thanks, Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage superstar soccer player Heather Cooke, football star Bruce Matheson, and the legendary international superstar Carlos Valderrama.
All right, I have the privilege and honor. First thing we're going to do is we're going to show you a clip of a world-famous soccer player. I believe we have that on. Can we see this now?
le llega un gol que le sale bonito sobre Ruggeri y lo sacó. Impresionante, sigue tocando para el tren. Colombia. La pelota para el tío Valderrama, el chute que sigue. Arranca el tío Valderrama, observa que se va el tren. Viene primero, viene. Valderrama.
Colombia, así se viene el enviso, el contragolpe para el tío Valderrama, la federal de Macao, tío Valderrama, lo tomaron a Rincón, pasaje para Valderrama, atención a que llegada en Colombia, ¡viva Colombia, Rincón!
Avec Valderrama là, bien Montpellier en ce moment, il joue tout, il joue tout.
Just the music alone gets your blood boiling, doesn't it? Isn't that great? How great is sports when you can get that music and you go, yeah! All right, so Carlos, I got to ask you, when did you start playing soccer?
A los 6 años.
When I was 6.
6 years old.
Yeah.
Did you carry that ball with you everywhere you went?
Every day.
Every day? You tapped it around every day. Now, when did you start playing soccer?
I started when I was 4 years old.
She's got you beat. Now, did you carry that ball with you every day?
Probably not as much as Carlos.
When you started playing, who was your idol growing up? And when you were 6 and 7, who did you look at and say, I want to be just like that person?
Dos jugadores colombianos, uno se llama Alfredo Arango y el otro Jairo Arboledas.
There are 2 Colombian players. They're called
Alfredo
Arango
y Jairo Arboleda.
and Jairo Arboleda.
And were they national teams? Were they international players? Who were they?
Sí, estaban los equipos nacionales y internacionales.
They were both in national and international teams.
Now, I read something in Wikipedia. You're the only world-renowned player to come out of Colombia, correct? Is it the FIFA? FIFA?
En los 100 jugadores, sí, los 100 mejores jugadores, sí.
Yes, in the 100 best players, yes.
Yeah.
In the 100 best players. And who decides? Pele. Is it Pele that suggests?
Pele, yeah.
The top 100 best players in the world is sitting on our stage. You don't get that very often. When you worked out, how did you train? What methods did you go through? Did you run? Did you lift? Were you naturally fast as a kid growing up? Tell us about your training methods, how you worked out every day.
De niño era diferente, era puro balón.
When I was a kid, it was different. It was just kicking the ball.
Después de 15, 14 años ya empezamos a subir montaña.
After being 15, 16, then we started to climb mountains.
De 12, 15 kilómetros.
12, 15 kilometers.
Yeah. Después las pesas.
Then we started to lift weights.
Yeah, para fortalecer.
So we could get stronger.
Eso es lo más difícil que teníamos que hacer en pretemporada.
That's the hardest thing we had to do each season.
How did you train? Did you train any differently than that?
Definitely got more intense when I went to college. We had heart rate monitors, and then they would have the other players that we played against have heart rate monitors, and they would measure our intensity against the person we were marking. So they would actually be like, you didn't work hard enough, or the player you were marking worked harder than you. So it was very actually technical. And then we had tons and tons of fitness, lifting weights. I mean, we had it all.
Now you went to what university?
Loyola University, Maryland.
And then you were on the Philippine national team.
Correct.
And tell everybody why you're on the Philippine national team.
Well, the way it came about was last summer, the Women's World Cup was going on, and I was joking with my friend, saying we should, try out for the Philippines team. We didn't even know if they had one at this point. And she was like, well, actually, I have information on it. And I'm like, no, you don't. And I just emailed the coach that night, the next day they were really interested, and I ended up flying over there a few months later.
Amazing story. Now, Carlos, now you take all the Max products. What products do you take for Max?
Max 1, ATP.
Max 1, ATP.
Yeah, esos son los dos que estoy tomando.
Those are the two that I'm taking right now.
Now, what's the difference? How do you feel when you take that product? What happens?
Lo conocí en un tiempo importante de mi vida, porque ya tengo 50 años.
I found it at a very important time in my life because I'm 50 now.
Y me dicen que tengo 30.
And they tell me I'm 30.
Entonces me ha servido, desde que lo conocí, me ha servido bastante.
So since I started taking it, it's worked a lot for me.
You know, it's amazing. You're a world-class athlete. Everybody recognizes you. All around the world, they say, who approached you and what did you think when they first approached you? And how did they approach you? What did they say to you to take a look at the Max products?
Un amigo colombiano, Rodrigo, tuvimos la oportunidad de conocernos en Barranquilla en un evento de Max. Entonces fui al evento y él fue que me involucró conociendo este producto.
A Colombian friend, Carlos, in Colombia, in Barranquilla, in a Max event, invited me in here, approached me, and invited me to take the products.
Yeah.
Were you taking anything prior to that? Were you on some type of supplementation or drinks or anything like that prior to that meeting?
No, normalmente no. Normalmente era puro físico, deportivo, pero me siento mucho mejor ahora.
No, normally no. I was just doing sports, but now I feel a lot better.
Who approached you about the Max products?
Max actually sponsors our team in the Philippines, and so as soon as I got to the Philippines, I started taking the product in preparation for our tournament in Laos.
What were the differences prior to taking the Max and working out, and then taking the Max products and then working out? What'd you see?
Well, I have a sort of interesting story because I had graduated. I hadn't been playing as competitively as before. And so I knew I was going to have a struggle going from, not really moving to all of a sudden, 0 to 60. And I think Max GXL really helped with my body adjusting to that, and the recovery was the biggest difference.
When somebody approached you and said, we want you to take a look at this product, were you interested right away, or did they have to convince you to take a look at it?
Cuando Rodrigo Navarro me invitó a un evento de esto, le dije que me gustaría conocer sobre todo eso. Hicimos un evento, él me mostró los productos, también me mostró los videos. Fui a 2 eventos y fui conociendo el producto. Me dio un producto para probarlo. Lo probé y durante una semana o 15 días me sentí mucho mejor y le dije que me había gustado el producto.
When Rodrigo Navarro first invited me to the event, he invited me to the event, gave me some product, then I went to a second event, and after 15 days I started feeling a lot better, and I told him I really like the product, I saw a difference.
Now, do you share this product with other soccer players? Now, are you coaching and teaching right now?
Sí, yo soy coach, tengo una academia de fútbol de niños de 7 a 18 años. Estoy vinculado al fútbol también profesional, de manager general. También tengo oportunidades de estar dando charlas de fútbol y tengo muchos contactos en los equipos de fútbol de Colombia.
Yes, I'm coaching a professional team, children's team ages 5 to 18. I'm also touring and talking, and I still have lots of contacts in the football world in Colombia.
Now, in your talking, and do you talk about this product? Do you suggest that those players take this product?
Sí, ya estoy con muchos compañeros, amigos de la selección colombiana. Estamos haciendo eventos para que conozcan el producto y pienso que vamos por buen camino porque están muy interesados.
Yes, I have lots of friends and teammates in the Colombian team that are very interested, and I'm giving them product, and they're very interested.
Now, do you share the product with your fellow teammates and talk about it to other athletes?
I really haven't had the opportunity to start it in the United States, but of course, our whole team fights over Max GXL. And before practice, when our coach says, take your Max GXL, and if you forgot your bottle, you're begging people to lend you 3. And then they're like, you owe me, so it gets pretty intense.
Now, Carlos, today, when you take the products, what exactly do you take? Do you take something in the morning? Do you take it in the afternoon? Do you take it in the evening? And how much of it do you take?
No, en la ATP me lo tomo en la mañana porque normalmente hago ejercicio y me cae muy bien, me siento siempre animado, con muchas ganas, con mucho entusiasmo para hacer el ejercicio y para tener el día continuo sin ningún estado de cansancio. Entonces eso es lo que me agrada de este producto.
I usually take ATP in the morning because I usually exercise and it gives me lots of energy and I feel empowered for the rest of my day, and so I keep on taking product.
Okay. How about you? How do you take the products?
I just take the daily dose as is, and we got the ATP right before our tournament, so I took it before the games.
So for me, my regimen as a retired athlete and all the aches and pains and going through all the surgeries that I have, what I do in the morning, first thing in the morning when I get up, I take Celgevity and GXL together. As soon as I eat breakfast, I take the Infuse. That's like my orange juice drink. And in the afternoon, if I'm working out, running, or going to do something where there's high activity, high stress, high exercise, I take the ATP. About 5 or 6 o'clock at night, I take the GXL and the Celgevity one more time, two each. And I dream like a baby. I love it. Do you find yourself dreaming different when you take the products? Do you dream?
Descanso muy bien, me ha caído muy bien, duermo muy bien y sin ninguna clase de problema.
I rest very well, I sleep very well, and I have no problems at night.
I tell you what, folks, I had an experience. I took a bunch of GXL. I won't say how many because it was a lot. But I went to bed that night, and that's where the products really started working for me, was the fact that I went to bed, I slept, I dreamt, and I played football in my head. And I swear I was back there doing it again. I jumped around so much in my bed, I woke up, I hurt my head. I was real active, but it gives you such a focus. Do you find the products give you a real fine focus when you take it? Do you find it a real fine focus when you take it?
Sí, uno se enfoca mejor.
Yeah, one can focus a lot better.
You too?
Definitely, yes.
All right, I asked Carlos to give us a little demonstration because he's really good at what he does. So he's got a couple of...
Come on.
So he's got it. Get on it. All right, Carlos, demonstrate for us a little bit. He's very, very good at this. I watched him in the back. Just a few little tricks. Well, thanks, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to conclude our portions of athletes. Understand that we have an abundance of world-class athletes that are taking our products. You're going to find out as we go further and further down the road, basketball players, football players, hockey players. You're going to find that cricket players, lacrosse players, rugby players, volleyball players, golfers, they all love this product. And as we go on, as we build this, we're going to give you all the information that you need to go and dress people just like this. Because somebody wasn't afraid to come up to Carlos and talk to him. And he's a world-class athlete. Somebody wasn't afraid to come up and talk to Heather, and she's a national athlete. So don't be afraid to go talk to him. You start a conversation. He started a conversation. He was interested. Now he's on all of our products. And then he's telling everybody that he's on our products. How great is that? Give these guys a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you.